All right, now let's get into our base returns. All right, base returns here. Our first one, we're just calling it, it's just a middle return. We call it match 55. You can see there over the top of the right center and left center, it says alert, bluff, L5 and R5. So we're just reminding our players that the right center is in charge of bluffing the R5 and the left center is in charge of bluffing the L5. We have some mirrored looks here that we can use, different returns where we block the 4 with the back end, block the 5 with the back end, and so forth. But this is our base bread and butter return. It's good versus anything. Good versus directional, kick left or right. You just have to make sure you set the formation in front of the ball, like we coached earlier. Okay, as you look at it here, from the middle, front line, all the way to the back, we'll talk through it. Right center, left center are going to bluff the 5, block the 4 inside out. Right guard and left guard are going to block the 3 inside out. Right tackle, left tackle block the 2. Back end, left end will solo the L5. He'll work inside of the L5 unless the L5 tries to cross his face. Then he'll drive him across the middle of the field to the opposite hash. Back end, right end hammer, work a 50-50 double on the R5 and drive him out of the hole. Again, if the R5 tries to avoid, they'll go close up on him and drive him across the middle of the field, making sure that we clear the middle of the field out for the return. Back end off returner will split the difference. Okay, he'll split the difference between the double team and the primary. So that's 6 yards. So base rule for off returner should be 6 yards in front of the ball as he's getting ready to make the go call. Base rule for the back end double is 10 to 12. Err on the side of 12 when we're setting that, 12 yards in front. Then the primary returner will always follow the off. The off's reading the double. So the off returner will read this double team. As a double team kicks out the R5 or works inside out, then the off returner should work inside. If for some reason the R5 goes to the left and tries to spill the double, then the double will drive him to the left. The off returner will fit it 1 hole wider to the right. And as you see this work together, set the formation in front of the ball, kick out the R5, off returner fits inside, primary follows, straight middle return, pretty easy there. Okay, one more time. That's if they spill it. So that's a good look there. If the R5 wants to try to spill the double will then take him and drive him to the left. Off returner reads it, so now it goes to the right, 1 gap wider, and the primary follows the off. Key thing, coaching points on all this, bottom line, is cover your man up. We want to be 6 for 6 on the front line blocking so that nobody defeats us front line-wise. If they did defeat us right away, then we're going to work up to the R1 or L1 safety block for touchdown. In the back end, key coaching points is cover your man up. Don't let them penetrate inside our 30. All right, so we want to definitely try to drive them outside the 30 and drive them outside the hashes. And our off returner will always read it correctly and always lead the primary returner to the visual or to the vertical seam. All right, a nice little change-up, all right, is match 55 trap. So a nice little change-up here is our second return. It's a middle return, but you're getting those 5 seeing the double set up, and they're starting to now try to spill and penetrate the inside of the formation or the return, try to make you bubble it outside. Well, here's an opportunity where we can trap them. All right, so we'll just say hammer left, match 55 trap. So now the hammer and the left end are working an inside-out double on the R5 across the formation. The right end will now work in front or behind the double to kick out the L5. We like to bring the solo block on the L5 behind the double team, but sometimes by spacing and by the speed of the 5, we may coach by game plan to go in front of the double. But take a look at how this sets up. Front line's all doing the same. We still got the bluffs on the 5s by the centers. Everybody's blocking 4, 3, and 2 up front. Back end still responsible for 5s. We're just going to cross block it in the back end. So take a look. Trap L5, double team R5, off returner fit inside, primary returner follows the off. Primary returner follows the off. The off is the eyes. That's why I like running backs being the off. All right, take a look at the next thing. The next thing off of it would be those 5s, really running down the middle. And so if they're running down the middle, then the centers can now take them. They're running tight down the middle. And now there's more space between the 5 and the 4 on each side because the 5s are running tight down the middle. So now we'll call match 44, basically assigning the back end to the 4s, now we're switching responsibilities. Now the center's got the 5s. So the centers and the right end, left end hammer are switching responsibilities. They're switching between getting the 5s and the 4s. Center's got the 5s, right guard, left tackle, still got 3s and 2s. Back end double, now gets the 4. Off returner follows the double team and reads the kick out on the 4 on the right side of the formation here. Primary follows the off reads the double correctly, inside or outside versus spill skillful. Pretty good changeup if you get a middle kick team that's running the 5 straight down the middle of the field. Now you really want to get an alley return there between the hash and the numbers, and this is where it can hit.